Hey everyone, and welcome back. It's me again, and today we're all here for a very specific reason. Though, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure what that reason is myself. I'm just sitting here, and on the screen, something extremely important is happening, I guess. Perhaps someone's devouring cities in Hole.io, or maybe someone's masterfully stacking sandwiches in Sandwich Runner. Or maybe it's both at once, because multitasking is our superpower, right? Especially when you're trying to hold your phone with one hand, scratch behind your ear with the other, and reach for that bag of chips with a third, which sadly I don't have. Speaking of phones, have you ever wondered why most mobile games start by making you collect bananas or candy? Seriously, I have more virtual candy on my phone than actual candy in my pantry. And it wouldn't just be regular candy, oh no. It has to be some super duper mega delicious kind with bonus layers and the mandatory match 3 to explode the entire screen and get 10 billion points that don't affect anything but your self-esteem. Or how about this? All these Android and iOS games with endless energy? Well, endless desire to buy that energy with real money, I mean. Like, wait 24 hours for your virtual farm to produce virtual tomatoes. I could build a real farm in that time. Grow tomatoes, harvest them, sell them at the market, buy a new phone, and maybe even hire someone to play the game for me. A dash of world news just because why not? All right, let's take a break from the virtual tomatoes and move on to something more global. I stumbled upon a couple of amusing news stories recently. For example, from the world of tech, apparently in one American city, there was a case where a robot food delivery driver got lost and instead of pizza, brought the people a garden hose. True story. Can you imagine the face of someone expecting a hot margarita and getting a hose? I bet they were ready to use that hose for non-gardening purposes. And here's another one just to make you smile. A group of scientists in Norway recently discovered that penguins can recognize their friends by the sound of their squawks. So penguins in Antarctica are listening to each other like, "Oh, that's Bob. I recognize his honk. And that sounds like Mary. She has such a piercing voice." Can you imagine if we did that? You come to work, and instead of good morning, everyone just squawks? That would be interesting. Anyway, while we're enjoying, or not enjoying, whatever's happening on screen, remember, mobile games are great of course, but don't forget about the real world. Though, on the other hand, the real world doesn't have sandwiches you can stack up to level 55, or robots that deliver hoses instead of pizza. Although, wait, robots delivering hoses might actually be closer than we think. Well, folks, our 5-minute or so session of unbridled fun is coming to an end. I hope you got a little break from your everyday routine and perhaps even learned something new about penguins. Thanks for hanging out with me. Don't forget to breathe, blink, and if you really have nothing else to do, check how much candy you've collected in your favorite game. See you next time. Bye.